So get ready because in 2026, Formula One is hitting a giant reset button. We're talking about the sport's most radical transformation in more than a decade. And trust me, it's going to change everything we think we know about the cars, the drivers, and the racing itself. And this isn't just a little tweak here and there. Oh no, this is a complete rethink from the ground up. It's so dramatic that Formula One's own message is literally to throw out the rulebook and rip up the formbook. This is a total reinvention of the sport as we know it. Just to give you an idea of how big this really is, this is the single biggest regulation change the sport has seen in over 10 years. Everything, and I mean everything, from the engine humming under the hood to the wings slicing through the air, is about to be completely different. So, where do we start? Let's kick things off with the car itself. All right, first up, the car. The whole design philosophy for 2026 is all about creating a machine that's way more nimble, way more agile, basically a car that's been built from the ground up for intense wheel-to-wheel racing. So what does that actually mean in practice? Well, the cars are going to be smaller and lighter, with much simpler aerodynamics. But the real goal here, the big prize, is tackling dirty air. You know, that messy, turbulent wake that comes off the back of a car and makes it so hard for anyone to follow closely? By cleaning up that wake, the car behind should be able to follow way, way closer through the corners. And you know what that means, right? More epic battles. But probably the coolest, most futuristic change is the introduction of active aero. I mean, for the first time ever, these F1 cars can actually change the shape of their front and rear wings in the middle of a lap. This is a total game changer for how aerodynamics work in this sport. Okay, so how does this magic work? It's actually pretty simple. The car basically has two modes. When you're flying through a corner, you're in corner mode. The wings are closed up tight, giving you maximum downforce. That's the force that's literally pushing the car into the track, giving you insane grip. But then you hit a designated straight and bam, any driver can flick on straight mode. The wings open up, the car slices through the air with way less drag, and your top speed just skyrockets. You can think of it like a supercharged DRS that everyone gets to use, all to create more action and more overtaking. It's going to be wild. All right, so that's the outside of the car, but now let's pop the hood because what's happening with the power unit? Well, that's an even bigger revolution. This is where things get really, really clever. And this chart right here, it tells the whole story. The old V6 turbo engine is still there, but its power is being dialed back. Why? Because all that energy is being shifted over to the electric side. We're talking about an electric motor that's going to produce nearly 3 times more power than before. The result is this beautiful, almost perfect 50-50 split between good old combustion and electric power. It's a massive leap in hybrid performance. Now, to make things a little simpler and, frankly, more useful, a key piece of the puzzle is being taken out, the MGUH. If you follow F1, you know this thing. The heat recovery system has always been mind-bogglingly complex and super expensive. And the kicker? It has almost zero relevance to the car you and I drive every day. So getting rid of it just makes sense. It makes the power units leaner, cheaper, and it focuses the tech on stuff that might actually end up in our road cars one day. And this is a huge one. For the very first time in its history, Formula One cars are going to run on 100% advanced sustainable fuels. And look, this isn't just for show. We're talking about fuel that's literally created from things like carbon capture, municipal waste, and non-food biomass. It's a gigantic step forward for the sport's goal of being net zero. Okay, so we've got a new car and a new engine. But what about the person sitting in the cockpit? What does all this mean for them? Well, the 2026 rules are specifically designed to hand more tactical power, more strategic control right back to the drivers. Essentially, the drivers are about to become tactical masters out there. They get 2 main tools in their toolbox. First up is boost. Think of it as a shot of pure power, a versatile burst they can deploy anytime for attack or defense, as long as they've got the battery charge for it. But the real chess move is the overtake mode. This is an extra surge of electrical juice that can only be used when you're attacking a car less than a second ahead. It's effectively replacing DRS with a tool that's way more dynamic and skill-based. So let's put all these pieces together and look at the bigger picture. A nimbler car, a revolutionary power unit, and more driver control. What does this all add up to when the lights go out on race day? First things first, and this is the most important part. Safety is getting a massive upgrade. The new cars will have way stronger crash structures, including a much tougher roll hoop and better side impact protection. All of it is designed to keep the drivers safer than ever, proving that you can push the boundaries of speed and safety at the same time. Okay, now for the on-track experience. As we've covered, the new Aero should make it way easier to follow another car nose to tail through the corners. But, and this is a big but, there's a trade-off. With less overall downforce from those simplified floors and wings, the cars themselves are going to be a real handful to drive. You've got similar power levels, but less of that magic grip sticking you to the road. This means pure, raw driver skill is going to shine. We're going to see drivers having to push closer to the absolute limit more often. So when you boil it all down, the promise of 2026 is a compelling one. We're looking at a formula that's designed from the very start for closer racing and more overtaking. It's set to be a greater test of pure driver skill while attracting new manufacturers to ramp up the competition. And all of this is built on a foundation of a major leap forward in sustainability. It's not just a new chapter, it's a whole new playbook. Which leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? When you combine a nimbler car, a revolutionary power unit, and more tactical control in the driver's hands, will this create the most exciting era of Formula One?